Now that we've created the set user action as well as our global state, when we're authenticated and then redirected from login to our app component, our user data is put on our global state. But since state updates are asynchronous and take a certain amount of time to resolve, we'll pass the map state to props function as the first argument to our connect function to get loading data from our state object to see when the set user action is still being loaded. We want to get the loading property, and this will be located on our user property of state. So the path of that will be state.user.isLoading. And within map state to props, and mind the typo, it should be map state to props, we're going to return an object which will have a property name of isLoading and our path of state.user.isLoading to get the current value of that. We can log the isLoading property as the name of the function suggests on our props object. So we can do that with this.props.isLoading. You can see the current value of isLoading when our root component is being mounted. You can see within our console when the component's mounted it is true. So in order to prevent our user from seeing a blank screen as this set user action is being executed, we're going to set up a ternary in our return statement. We're going to check to see if this.props.isLoading is true, and if it is, if it's still loading, we're going to show a spinner component. Otherwise, we're going to show our app route, our app component. So we'll create a spinner component within our source folder, call it spinner.js. We'll import React up at the top, and to create this spinner, we'll use the loader component from Semantic UI React. This will be a stateless functional component with the same name as spinner, and we'll immediately return the loader component. We'll make sure to export it at the bottom. And we can set a number of props on this loader component. First of all, we can set the size. We'll set that to huge. And we can provide some text underneath it with the content prop. We'll provide the text of preparing chat to tell our users exactly what's taking place. Then we'll import within index.js spinner from ./spinner. We can save both of those files. If we head back to our app, we don't see anything. So it looks like our spinner wasn't working, but in fact it was working. We were displaying it to our users while the action was being resolved. You just couldn't see it. So to make it visible, we'll bring in the dimmer component to surround the loader component, and this will provide a dark background to our loader. We'll give it the prop of active. So now when we reload the page, we can see our loader and our text of preparing chat as our set user action is being resolved.